Hey guys, it's Abby. Today I'm going to share with you really quickly how I wash my makeup brushes. I'm not going to show you because number one, as you can probably tell, the lighting in my apartment is just not there. And my bathroom is so small I don't even know where I would put a tripod, so there's that. But I'm just going to show you quickly how I do that, and if this interests you, concerns you, however you want to say it, my method is totally vegan, cruelty-free as far as the products that I use. So let's get into that. Okay, so first what I do is I will get the brushes wet with warm-ish water, not, hot that it's like burning your hand, but you know what I mean. Decently warm water, and I get them all wet first and lay them out like around the sink. If your sink's big enough to do that, if you have like an edge on it, which everybody, make do with what you have. So if you don't have any room to do that, then you don't have to. That's just how I do it. That way I'm not like turning the water on and off like 20 million times throughout the process. And then what I'll do is I will get, of course you want to leave the bristles hanging over the sink so they don't drip on the floor, common sense. And then what I did is I wanted a brush cleaner, but I didn't want to pay for the, sorry, I thought I saw something outside. Weird. I don't know. But so I didn't want to get like the beauty blender cleaner stuff, because number one, it's expensive. It is vegan and cruelty free, but it's just, I don't know, I just didn't want to pay that much for something that's pretty much a bar of soap. So I had before some spray. I think it was from Ulta, either Ulta or like Walgreens. That was just like a big, spray bottle of liquid that would clean it, and it really, my problem with it, it worked fine for getting the makeup off, but the problem with it was it really, really dried out my hands to the point where it was like noticeable. So like looking at my hands, so this is kind of weird. You can use lotion, but why would you want to do that to yourself? Anyways, I'm rambling. But what I did was I found out that Dr. Bronner's soap is totally vegan, cruelty free, all that stuff. So I bought a bar of that at Meijer, which was only, I think the only places I've seen it is Meijer and Target, but you can probably order it online, I'm sure, on Amazon. And it's just your normal bar of soap. They have scented ones, but I got the unscented one. And I bought that Meijer this is basically like a mini casserole dish, or some people probably use it as like a butter dish or whatever, but I like that it has the lid so the dust and stuff doesn't get in with the soap, because it's kind of gross. And mine looks really bad right now because I've had this for like a year and a half or 2 years, but I had to kind of force the bar of soap. Bar of soap was just like a hair bigger than this container, so I just had to cram it in there, but it works. So I use this to clean my beauty blenders and my brushes, and it works great. So, and when I've tried like brush shampoo, like I got the one from Sephora. That was the first one that I ever used, and it worked pretty well. And then now I just feel like with my bigger brushes, it doesn't clean in the middle. Like the middle kind of feels like there's still residue of the soap and the makeup on it. But this soap actually does a really good job of cleaning off all the residue and everything. And so what I'll do is while the brush is still wet, I'll swirl it in the soap, and then rinse it out with the same, warm water. And then I have just like, I keep towels, washcloths that I only use for makeup, so I'll get a clean one of those and lay it out on the counter, and then kind of wipe the brush off, get all the excess water off of it, so it's not like dripping in the floor and faster to dry basically. And then I will, on the towel bar, like the long one, they have the long towel bars and then the circular ones, I will take a rubber band and attach, like kind of put it around the brush and then put it back over the bar and then back onto the brush, so it attaches the brush to the bar. That way it's hanging upside down. The water's not going to run back into the ferrule if you just, like if you just lay it flat on the counter, which you can do that too. But the best way is to lay it flat, and then it's also conveniently, it's over the heater in my bathroom, so if that's on, it dries it even faster, or if yours is over top of the vent, which by my last house it was over top of the vent, so more air or heat or whatever gets on it, dries faster. I have heard of people using a hairdryer on theirs, which I've never tried, which I never had to dry them quickly. I just leave them overnight in there. Most of the time, except for like my big giant like powder brushes, they're dry after, overnight, and I can use them in the morning when I get ready. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you found that helpful. Leave a comment down below saying what you'd like to see next on this channel. I'm going to try to do more things that you guys want to see. I want to get into like the decluttering minimalism kind of thing videos, but yeah, that's just difficult because of the lighting situation here. Yeah, I don't know why it's even bad lighting here, because I've got a big window right there, the sliding door to the outside to my porch, if you even want to call it a porch, I don't know. But yeah, maybe it's just because it's gloomy out today, I don't know. But anyways, I will see you in the next video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more decluttering organization, Project Pan, vegan stuff like that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.